MT Butterfly Fox is first over the fence. Watch out for Easy Raider patrols.
Hang on, I need an extra moment for reasons I can't explain.
You see what low grades you made on your weekly mathematics test? More than half of you failed. Most of those who passed just got by. Nobody had 100%. This is the poorest class I've had in a long...
Okay, not in full... Okay. Wait, these sunglasses are ridiculously large. They were perfectly sized when I put them on, but now... Nope. Don't want that. I want to grab the item. Shrink them. There we go. Anyway, welcome everyone. My eyes are currently unfocusing because I did the whole squeeze your eyes shut so hard you forget what they are, or squeeze them out so hard that they kind of zone out and they kind of still need to be pushed back in place. I don't know. Eyes are weird. I don't think they should do this, but they do. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Welcome in Stoff, welcome in Butterfly, welcome in Zartarium. Also, congrats on 50 daily check-ins, Firefly. I was just considering completely wiping all progress with that and setting it back to 0 for everyone because I had a fun idea that I could, with my bot, I could make it track how many times you're here even lurking, and then have it be like, rephrase it like the daily check-in is you making a mistake and getting explicitly noticed, and having a check of you've been here X amount of times and have made this many mistakes. And I'm still balancing that in my head because part of it is like, I know you shouldn't call out lurkers, but I keep on having good ideas that kind of involve ignoring that advice entirely and calling out lurkers subtly. So we'll see. But yeah, the Red Bull lawsuit's so fucking weird because it is exactly that. Like they were told that they couldn't actually use the slogan Red Bull gives you wings, because even though they like obviously meant it in a hyperbolic sense, someone still sued over it, because of course they did. That one, like, there's a thing with brand lawsuits like that where it's like any food or beverage company that gets sued, part of me is just like, I'm just going to assume that it's a legit suit because like 9 times out of 10 it's like the McDonald's coffee one where everyone's like, well, of course it's hot, it's coffee, and then it turns out like, oh wait, no, that actually was a conceited smear campaign by McDonald's themselves, and they did have ridiculously overheated coffee, and the person asked for like a very reasonable amount. How do I get up there? That's so weird. Like an extremely reasonable amount to cover medical fees for 3rd-degree burns, and then it's like, oh, and we all laughed at her because we are not immune to propaganda. But okay, it says that there's a way up and there's a thing there. I'm just gonna come back to that. I'm not I have a hard time caring about the truth video segments and the meta plot, just because I'm like, they were setting stuff up that when I was a teenager, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of sweet. I like what they're doing with it. It's like, and then in hindsight, it's like, oh, this went absolutely nowhere. This went absolutely nowhere after 3. It's hard to care. Okay, so that is just straight up, I have to get it. I thought this was like the Doge's Palace that you explicitly could not get inside regardless. Oh! Okay, because there was a concern that I was muted for a good hot second. Like there was a little bit of during the hang on, something stupid happened. I need to mute and laugh about it, but it's also something that is not stream shareable. There was a moment where I'm like, wow, that's a lot of rocks. Oh, that's because there's a lot of dudes. That is a good amount of dudes. How do I counter again? This will be a good refresher. Hey, they actually double teamed me. They like never do that. Yeah, welcome in, Stolf. We were just talking. Not much about anything, but try and punch one Pope. I haven't even punched the Pope yet. I mean, I think I stabbed a Doge, but like we're not even there. We still have a couple more sequences and some fucking around and finding out before we get to Pope punching. This is still like pre-punched. Oh, come on. Okay, the counter turtling strategy is also... Wait, what am I doing? We have technology. We have ways to make this even easier on ourselves. Like one small pepper bomb, and suddenly there's a... Well, there we go. Yeah, you just kill one small army contingent of guards, and suddenly everyone acts like you're some sort of mass murderer. You good over there? No, that dude ain't. But yeah, no, on the Red Bull stuff, I have no idea if that's a legit thing. I'm guessing because it's all that changed was the slogan and not anything about the recipe or something. Because it tastes bad. I will believe from the flavor of Red Bull alone that it tastes like it could mutate you into some sort of winged humanoid monstrosity. It does have the flavor profile that suggests that is a distinctive possibility.
Bizarre. What's with him?
Huh. How do I get up there? I can't climb up there. This feels a little story locked. Oh, wait. There's a... My favorite way. Kill a bunch of people and then kill another guy. And you're basically innocent. No problem can not be solved by more senseless killing. It's genius. Can I do like then to here and then climb up the church? I see. Hi. I'm trying to climb your building here. Fuck off. Yeah, Ow. Okay, this is... They're determined to be a problem. I'll come back when I am not notorious. Just need one more piece of paper. I refuse to pay because why can you when you can just... Or why should you pay to become innocent when you can just go and kill what... Ow. Kill one dude and tear a piece of paper down. Yeah, exactly. If no one's alive to report the crime, then it never happened. Reality depends entirely on seeing. You can either know the you can either know the direction of the assassin or its velocity, or its position or velocity, never both. I assume assassinations work similarly to atoms and the like. How's that, Butterfly? You're doing well. Okay, if I can just... There we go. There we go. I wouldn't try this hard if I didn't think this was the specific place, the specific one with a squid in it. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it's in heavy lockdown because I'm supposed to be doing like a mission that makes it less heavy lockdown. Because like, yeah. Shouldn't you Tog's Battletech Steiner Stealth Squad? All in Atlases, and there's no reporting. Absolute genius. Slightly late to work? Ah, that sucks. Hopefully you can... Hopefully it's alright. Alright. I love that the pickpocket, like, chases you down to try to steal your money. And all that means is like, oh, hey, if you want to stop getting got by this dude, just turn around and tackle this guy. I don't think I've ever gotten got by a pickpocket. What? Also launch a plant leader into the planet's moon? That's what moons are for, to launch people into. Nope. You spoke too soon, Stoff. I refuse to acknowledge that it was a planet's leader. I will only accept that they took like a small production plant, took the foreman, strapped him to something, I assume another Atlas, and launched him into the moon.
I told him to be here.
So long since I played Assassin's Creed game, last one I played is
myself.
Same!
I'm concerned that you don't trust me.
As am I. Perhaps you'll arrive with the others.
Walk with me. Unless you count me replaying one of these old ones, then I think it was probably 3. But like, I played 2, then 1, then 3, then got Unity, like, a hot minute after it came out, because... Yeah, may as well. It was cheap and it was French. And then I was kind of meh on Unity, because it's like, gameplay was fun.
But it's harder than I expected.
The historical fiction section could have been a bit better.
I don't know. He just...
Yeah, all the mobile DLC for free, that sort of stuff. I think I was right. No, I think I got it relatively close, so it wasn't a bunch of free DLC. Like, it was that point where I'm like, oh, they...
The newest fashions from Milano.
They're moving left or further around. We want to... Hey, you ran into me. Hey, Josiah, how's it going? Where are you playing? Gah? What's that game like? Interesting. Also, so wait, now this... Why does it let me do this? Well, we're going to have to restart. Welcome in Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. For anyone new here, I'm Eldritch Horror Bread, and Eldritch Horror from Beyond Reality. Found an old band blockbuster full of retro games. And mostly play old stuff, sometimes new stuff. And PS3 counts for this. I can't believe I haven't been spotted by these dudes. They just watch a guy climb out of the canals, and like, that's fine. Simul Charming Funny, Diablo roguelike, that explains it. Yeah, PS3 is retro. Somehow. For some reason. It doesn't feel like it. Partially because a lot of games on PS4 look and play better than most games on PS5. I said it, and I'll say it again. And also, I hope you brought sunglasses, because for some ungodly reason, they thought this was a good UI design. You're going to need them, and if you don't have them, good luck. Pray to whatever god you choose, which I think means Josiah in this case. I don't know. Still 2 console back count is retro. I can see that. Graphics are very RuneScape and gah. Interesting. I can picture it now. Like a little bit of not enough polygons to be low poly, just kind of like a vaguely colored cylinder with a weird vertices in the middle. Also, I feel like the only proper way to pronounce "ga" is "ga" with like a full stop at the end. Like you just got hit by a seagull going mock Jesus in the face because you had French fries outside. Like getting flashed. No, it's wild. Correct? Hell yeah.
How?
The assassin. The same one who hunted down the Patsy.
Yeah, I think the big problem with retro stuff is like,
Silvio, did you not know?
also if you need to raid and run, like go do that. You're streaming a lot, and
We're
that
here right now, and we might not even
that
know.
does like
He
go
struck
do
Emilio
aftercare or whatever you have to
inside
do.
his own palazzo.
And so, what of our plans?
Okay,
is no
struck him
longer
down
time to
inside
suckle,
his
my
own
brother.
palazzo.
We must act
Sounds
now.
more impressive than it
I'm so
was.
close.
I kind of
A few
chased
more
the
days.
dude
If I
around
can
the
just-
courtyard like 3 times before I
It
got him.
happens This week.
Took yesterday off, only did 2 hours today, so I'm good. Nice! Yeah, it's going to be interesting tomorrow, because, like, not only am I in the region of exploding tree risk, which I hope happens, there are a couple trees I can see outside my window that I hope explode overnight. Give me a bit of a better view, get to see it explode, and also the knowledge that it's not my responsibility to clean up. Amazing. So oh, yeah, that's always nice when the devs give you the game. Like, get a little try out, get to promote them, especially if it's like indie sort of game. Then, okay, how do I get through there without killing or alerting them? I should get off the street. I forget like the whole reason these games are good is because, oh hey, Dave, there's the statue of David, I think,
Do not think other.
or at least a shadow of thereof.
Calma, calma.
It's like you can just not stay on the street. Like there's either street level social stealth or
We know.
or you just get above them and throw archers off the roof. You'd have to be insane to make an Assassin's Creed game without tall buildings. Which is why Assassin's Creed Valhalla exists, because they are actually insane inside a game set in a period of time where the tallest building in the area was 2 stories, and that was a marvel of engineering, was amazing. Need to play Assassin's Creed games? Only if it's before Unity. I will give Unity a little bit more grace than like most people gave it when it came out. But like there's a little bit of the beginning of the end is in Unity. Like you can tell them focusing in on the cash shop a bit more than it being first and foremost a single player game. Yeah, 1, 2, Brotherhood, decide between 4, 5, and 6. Watch a video.
And you were never given
I liked 3.
Forgive us, Maestro. We wish only to serve.
I enjoyed it,
plan is this.
mostly because it added guns.
Will die tonight.
Although
once
granted,
the
I
deed's
did
been
play
done,
Black Flag first.
Take his place.
Vi ringrazio
I-
umilmente, Maestro.
I think Black Flag is probably the best example of you can break
You are closest to
the formula for these games and they end up good, but it's mostly because Black Flag is just a game that absolutely revels in, we were told it had to be Assassin's Creed in name, so we did it in name only. Like the entire time, most of the time the main character is like not even aware the assassins exist, other than the robe, than like the coat he picked off of a dead guy they washed up next to and then killed, is called an assassin, but like I don't know, I guess that's just like his job title.
Marco. Can you
And then
finish
you
us
get
this?
like one brush in with the assassin's order, and he takes the exact thought that like hey Mecca, like everyone who's ever played these games and heard the Creed things, I like the bit of everything being permitted.
What can you bring to get this done?
And it's just like, yeah, you picked like the worst, the one person who would never give a fuck about being an assassin. And it's amazing.
Yes, and what is that?
How are you doing, Mecca? We're
Form of arsenic.
doing what we normally do, which is ignore the actual plot of this game, because honestly, it's like I've done it 1 or 2 times and it's fine.
decided.
I just don't really care. And I thought I was going to come back from that. I thought you could fall out from the sky, and if I jumped into the canal, I would have been good. That is amazing. And also the most difficult question for anyone who's played these series. When did they start getting bad?
Must appear to all that he goes quietly.
So far we have Zaratar with wait, Zara, are you counting the full Ezio trilogy, like Brotherhood and Revelation, or is it like
Then I want
Three-
you to infiltrate the kitchen.
3 is skippable for you, and 4, 5, and 6 at those points can be... Okay, can skip Revelation.
Toxin on short notice.
That one I can see.
Refer to my cousin.
I can see that,
Area of expertise.
like, at that point, with, like, the split between Altair and Ezio,
I am
that,
at
like,
your service, my
peak old man Ezio being Brotherhood.
I will confer with my associates in the streets. But chances are
One
good
after
that I
Black
can
Flags.
figure
One...
that out.
Alright, we got one person who likes pirates.
The most
Hey,
effective
hey.
form of arsenic.
3, you want to jump through trees and finish future plot line. That I can see. The thing is that the thing that I view with 3 is that the frontier section is kind of meh. They had an interesting idea of trying to see if they could make the natural environment work for what they want to do. Did everyone? All right. All right, not here, not on the bridge. There's Templars watching. Ah, that counts. But I did. Oh yeah, after 3, the future plot line is like after 3, and they didn't. I will admit the future plot line peaked in 2. Maybe I still have to play Brotherhood and Revelation, but once you got to like 3, that ended on such a whimper and such a weird note.
He trusts
That's just like it's not even.
Bravo. Then I want
It's
you
not
to
even really worth
and poison his
considering even more. Like it's gotten to a point where, in hindsight, it was so bad that it kind of even soured the setup they do here.
Refer to my cousin.
Yeah, started with a bang, started with it could be something interesting, ended with a whimper, and has continued on to the newer Assassin's Creed as just please give it up. Please let these be just
Chances are
just
good
historical fiction games.
yes, and
We'd be fine if you dropped it.
form of arsenic and difficult to trace.
Yeah, someone think about the bridge. You can't be fighting on the bridge. Well, it's
then it's
not the most historical bridge, but it's up there. So hype at the ending, right? Like we all were. Like this was when it came out. It was actually kind of cool. It was actually kind of interesting. And then they decided, let's just not. Let's just make this the most disappointing. I kind of feel like it was. Well, I have thoughts. Top 3 bridges. All of them are the Pont Neuf in France, because its name is absolutely fantastic. I admittedly, I did learn this from Unity. I was one of those people who like stopped and read through all the historical context databases when I first played it. But the Pont Neuf is,
Involving yourself so intimately with the
in
minutiae
English,
of
the name
life.
translates
I
to
feel
new
the need to
bridge.
involve myself more than
It was new when it was
Sebastian
made.
disappointed us in Firenze.
Then the French Revolution happened.
I pray you will not do the same.
And
Do not worry,
due to a
Mr.
series of
Nazis were a
nonsense,
bunch of foolish
just natural age and replacement, it is now the oldest bridge in the city of Paris.
Do not underestimate the
DBZ Bridge, Naruto, spoof comedy bridge,
How
sort.
haunts your city.
Oh, another hot take there,
Same
Zara.
fate.
I will always put Helsing Bridge. I can give you DBZ Bridge as a top spot, but like Helsing Bridge, in my opinion, has to be somewhere in there.
I must return to Rome.
Just because of
That is
the
essence.
one line I quote all the time. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle. Because that scene,
I should have kept my eyes on them.
that scene gets me every time. Like I always forget. Like, wait, is this an actual clip, or is this the abridged? And then Sarah speaks. I'm like, oh, this is abridged. Like, everyone but her in that entire scene is perfectly in character. And then she says, bitches love cannons. I'm like, oh, that does not match your personality well. They could have done a bit better job matching there. But the sheer loop of going through that, like, almost every time I see it, it's one of my favorite abridged. Granted, I just generally love Hellsing in general. Like Golden Gate Tower and Jeff. Oh, wait. If we want to be, give it to more bridges than just one in France. Pont Neuf, because the name is hilarious. Mackinac Bridge, because it's fucking amazing. It's the Mackinac Bridge. You gotta love it. And then the bridge from Detroit into Sarnia, Canada. No other reason than just, God, you can spend so much fucking time on that bridge. At some point, if you're trying to go from Michigan into Canada, it makes more sense to go into Detroit just because Sarnia is so freaking backed up on the bridge. Never watched the Abridged series? Well, the bridge to nowhere? I don't know. Like, I got on there to see what it was about, and then it just went nowhere. Bridge just doesn't end up anywhere. Big for an era of the internet, the age of bridging is very small. Yeah. I feel like they've been kind of repurposed, or like operates in a very similar space to... Oh, hey, Oliver. I'll come in. How's it going? Why is that one specific ship verboten? Weird. I think I can get to there now, but I'm going to this viewpoint. I know it's pretty good it's pretty good bridge. And in the middle, there's Fudge. Yeah, we're playing Assassin's Creed 2. How are you doing? But yeah, I feel like the Abridged series kind of got supplanted by the real-time fan dubs. Like the Snapcube stuff. Because, like, didn't they... There's a new Snapcube thing that came out. I forget what it was. I didn't check it out very closely because it was like something that I wasn't interested in. Was it a Sonic? Was it another Sonic thing? Ah, wait, I didn't want to go down. Ah! How dare they do this to me? They did something. I don't know if it was an anime or something else, but like there is something huge of Snapcubes doing another dub. They're back. You mean there's fun? Yeah. Wait, do you not know about Mackinac Island Fudge? How is this possible? How do you... Oh, right, that is in the way up. Ow. It's very famous for its fudge, specifically for it. It's one of those things that you see it show up on other places as just being like Mackinac Island Fudge flavor, despite the fact that it's not really being fudge. It's just kind of chocolatey, and is not, in fact, from Mackinac Island. Why I managed to catch the stream, I never... Why? I mean, I would also not put it past Twitch to just not be showing shit, but glad you could be here. I also, like, don't... I am very bad at, like, advertising myself, partially because most of the time I just kind of want to be... just, like, sit here and talk about whatever, and, like, whoever regulars are will show up. And not... I don't really want to deal with other people most of the time. The most lore accurate thing I've ever done, other than like look at other people's lore and be like, that's really cool, is just kind of like really not like people. Alright, there we go. There's the ledge. Great time doing Oh yeah, the Hamtaro Bridge. That was a fun project. It was a fun one. Not heard of Fudge Island. Excited to hear about it now. Well, good news. You can drive to it. Because there's a bridge. You just have to simply drive through all of the lower peninsula of Michigan or upper peninsula, and once you get to the island, I don't think you can drive because they have like ordinance in places that you have to like walk or like public transport. Get back to the Hamtaro Bridge short, but I've lost all my data. Oh, that sucks. Like that'll definitely kill any sort of momentum for a project of having to redo everything from scratch. And like from what I've seen, you've been doing a lot with Redebut and just other shit going on. Okay, you can get like there and around, but the Assassin's Tombs in. I didn't mean to hit that again. Ah! Well, I hope this is towards the haystack. I know exactly why they made it so that you normally can't. Wait. Huh? How's over here? Is there a way in? No, that is pointed in the exact opposite direction of the marker of where I'm trying to go. That is just a random restricted zone. It's like 10 plus scripts I gotta rewrite. I guess I have some free time away from. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The absolute horrible luck you've been having with. Where did he?
Don't make me kill you.
I'm just gonna let him. I'm half tempted to let him go. Like that was impressive. There's one scheduled for this week. Had to reschedule for. Yeah, because headphones. Like that's just some bad luck. Like you got the quick replacement set, but those were also broken. Yeah. Like any sort of audio issues is just 10 times worse from how hard it is to just manage it and like what section of it's broken. Technica did send an email saying shipping headset back should be okay next week. That's good. That you have there's a timeline. There is hope that it'll eventually return. That Steel Series was such. God, yeah. I pretty much just use Sony headphones because, like, say what you will about Sony, they at least work. They have the most important quality of any sort of audio equipment. They work. Oh, I was hoping I could throw them off. Yeah, I forgot that I made that specific art that you made for me, Oliver. An emote. Like, there's just a point where I'm like, I need more emotes. What do I have? Oh, right, I have all this art that I can just make into emotes. Cause yeah, you're thrilled by it. Good, cause it's great. I think I forget. I think I might have you tagged as the artist for it, but I also know I entirely forgot to ask for permission to do any of this. Like, I know technically you're supposed to ask because, like, there's one emote that I had commissioned. Ha! Get over there. That is like, if it's going to be used for something other than an emote, there's a fee for it, which, all right. Fair, but also, eh. And I'm just, if I end up using it for something other than an emote, I'm going to forget about that. Good. Okay, good, you don't care. That's something. So, like, Steel Series headphones. Bet a higher end Steel Series would have been better, but the cheaper ones with garbage speaking here through. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing. If you're looking for microphone on the headphone, that I have nothing for. I've always used headphones separate from the mic. And like I can understand entirely why you would want an all-in-one thing. Like, first and foremost, when I get a 3D model for Corpse, I want to get a I want to do like some VR streams. Don't know how I'm going to do audio for that. And also when they break, it's like, oh, it's just this whole thing. Don't wear headphones. Understandable. I've gotten used to it simply because the alternative is hearing people, and that's awful. On Audio Technica, highest quality headset and mic on, but you can find under under 500. That'll do it. Because like I have Sony, I think it's WX1000, and that's just audio, just headphones. I think I got them on sale for like 600 or something. Yeah, like you can get good quality stuff, and like I always shell out a lot more than I probably should for audio equipment, but that's simply because I know I'm going to use it. Like every time there's the Spotify Wrapped comes around, I'm always at over 100,000 hours. Like I listen to so much audio because the alternative is being alone with my thoughts, and nobody wants that. Where am I going with this? I mean, not with the conversation. I never know where I'm going, but I mean like, I think to the organ? With the parkour course, I did not pay attention. Professional sports grade audio technica is a 8, 12, even 2000. Oh yeah, I'll believe it. Like true audiophile shit, that will run you so much. It's not even funny. Cheap Amazon products. Yeah, there is a little. Wait, no, I don't want to do this. Help! I think I'm the problem. Like, it's something that my family has told me a lot, usually in reference to shit other family members have bought. I'm just going to let that expire and try again. Which is that if you never get a taste for fine wine, you will never know the difference between the cheap stuff and everything else. Stockpile wire headphones we got free with other things. Nice. You love to see the free with other shit. Because goddamn, if you don't, they say that there's no such thing as a free lunch. I say that just means you don't know how to get a free lunch. There's always a way to do it less impressive, but still practically about the same. Because like the thing with audio in general with streaming, you don't really need top of the line. You can get away with lower than top of the line simply because nobody can tell the difference from the $2,000 quality audio and someone who hasn't done all the tuning, the setup, and all that stuff, and someone who has a 500 or cheaper and did do all that stuff. Oh yeah, and the drawing tablet and that stuff makes a ton of sense. Like, yeah, you're going to have top of the line stuff for things that's like your main hobby, income, whatever. Like the thing that you spend the most on. Because like I've been made fun of my family for how much I've spent on like streaming stuff. And they usually shut up when I point out, all right, how much have you spent on your various hobbies? If we go through and itemize everything you've spent for the things that bring you joy, how comparable are we to here? And you don't even get periodic checks from Amazon. And at that point, they're like, wait, you get paid for this? Yeah, very rarely, but I do get paid. All right, point taken. Okay, I already have lost where I'm going. Like, I was trying to pay attention that time. I'm just horrible at directions. Yeah, or coffee cups. Exactly. Yeah, on shoes, purses, coffee cups, or in my family's cases, road bikes, wood shop, horse supply. Somehow I both have the strangest hobby in my family and one of the most normal when compared to some of the things that they've bought. Yeah, well, I'm not going to pretend I'm ever going to break even on this. Where is it? Over there. I know how much I spend and how much I've spent specifically on art. Because I'm like, I want to put these idiots in situations. Oh, that was close. Yeah, your countless hobbies. Because, like, yeah, I have streaming, I have games, I have dumb peripherals for games that I probably won't get much use out because I don't play the proper games. Looking at the, looking at the flight stick and throttle I got for like $150 off of eBay that I got mostly because I wanted to just mess around with it. The funny thing is the big impetus was just like, how much of a simulation thing can I set up for Farming Sim, the game that I hate that I enjoy it that much, because it turns out, yeah, if you have a simulation game, you're going to get more out of it if you buy the full setup for a simulator. I don't even use the thing that the joystick would go to. Like that's supposed to be for various cranes and forklifts and like skid steers. I don't even use them because the community is in a perfect agreement. They're like, hey, you know what sucks the most? Getting all the stuff you need and then having to go get another vehicle with the top speed of like slow to load it in there. So there's a bunch of mods that it just handles loading for you, so you don't even need it. Bod controls is fun. Yeah, exactly. Mario Sunshine with the steering wheel. Were you here when I did Doom 2 on the steering wheel? That was a while ago, but that was also a lot of fun. And there's a couple of games I could see being easier or more. Don't think so? Oh, you've done something like that. Probably the only time I'll ever stream with the face cam on, and by face cam I mean body camera, because I just made sure my head was out of the shot. It was the amount of pride I have that by the end of that, people were saying like, hey, if you didn't have the camera on you and I couldn't see the steering wheel that you're using as a controller, I would have no idea you were playing this on a steering wheel. I should find an excuse to do more of that. I should find more I should get myself into more things that require incentives. Like, except the problem with that is that if it's like personal fundraising, people usually feel a little bit bad. Like no, I don't want you to. Like, no, you don't have to do it. Thank you for like helping and just sharing things. Like, no, you misunderstand. I am not here for charity. I am not here because it's the right thing to do. I am here because it is an excuse to force myself to play random ass games with the worst control scheme imaginable. Jesus fucking Christ. Ow. Just choking on nothing. On the worst control scheme imaginable. This is a little bit about you, but mostly just about how much suffering I can put myself through for content. Driving in Doom with a steering wheel, swerving around like that's too much beer. That was kind of the vibe of the first couple streams. Up. This will probably get me sent to hell, but like, no. I needed to go further up. Ah, dang it. But like first couple streams was just people thinking I was bad at the game. Like I had to keep on reminding people I had the wheel going on. At some point I'm like, all right, there's too many. It's too hard to convey the gimmick to people. I do need the hand cam. The funny thing is that now with the flight stick, there's a couple of games I have that are technically flighty space sims, but also have like an aspect of on foot to it, of like like fly your ship around, and also you can disembark. And I'm like, I'm not sure how good the stick will be for that game, because it's obviously meant a little bit less of a full flight stick experience, and more just for. What do you mean you didn't grab onto it? Apply yourself, Italian man. Okay, that. We can't get much higher. There we go. Oh, quit clicking at me. I'm going. Yeah. A sledgehammer would have been simpler. But I do actually have to mess around with the flight stick a bit more. Like I've been just getting used to the Oh, something pinged, like I got stuff and I don't know what. Because I figured out how to set the key switch that I got from as part of Farming Sim to be whatever. So I could, if it had few enough buttons, oh god, I could do that. I could do a stream where it would have to be a game with one joystick or one. Well, oh, key to reload is good. That's a fun one. But another good one would be, so the way the turn key is set up, there's actually 4 buttons I can map to it. Because it has 3 states, like off, on, start, and then and the way it works internally is that there. Oh, thanks for checking, Ollie. Good luck. But yeah, turning
Stoffamel is second into the zone.
On. Ooh, second.
And right into an anomaly field. Careful on the grabby centers.
So congrats to them. Burger. But yeah. On to off is a button transition. Off to start's a button. Then start to off, or on, and then on back to off. So there's 4 buttons I can map to it. Theoretically, what I could do. Actually, not theoretically. I could play a Mario. A Mario game might be a little bit difficult to swing, which would be fun. But I could play like a SNES game on there, because all you have to do. Wait, key to. I'd have to mess with that. I'd have to mess with it a bit more, because I think I'm not sure it can do. I'm not sure how to quite make it do like hold down the button. That one is a little bit more difficult because it counts like each turn as like a singular press. But I like the idea. I wonder if I could get it to read like what state it's in. I might just have to start looking into a custom scripting for it, or like make my own controller encoder. That dude, wrong dude. Wait a minute. Welcome to the realization. It is slow and dawning. It happens to the best of us, and also usually me. I'd have to do a little bit of coding, or a little bit of messing with the I thought I had it. I didn't. I still don't. Like the Joy-Con or the joystick interconnection. Sitting here like, hold up, where did I see this before? Yeah, that's happened to me so many times where I'm like, this seems familiar, I can't place it, and then later down the line it's like, wait, it's that game. God damn, how did I not place that? Yeah, the possibilities are limitless so long as they fit within the very tight constraints of what input controls we have. We're playing these whenever remembers which ones. Ah, yeah, they were so good, and it's like such a great case study for like the whole why you shouldn't call it quits on a. He just ran off a roof. Like I didn't do anything to him. He's just, I mean, fair and Oh, I just ran off a roof. Yeah, he just said like, nope, I ain't paid enough to deal with that. I'm out. Peace. Running away. Just noped on out. The Venetian leave. It's like the Irish goodbye, but instead of just leaving without telling anyone, you jump into a canal and swim away. I still...
Don't kill me.
Well, we're right in front of a doctor, so your odds of surviving this are pretty high. I'll take you all on one at a time. Ah! Great, thanks for the raid. That is very bad timing.
Portstoit wearing cheese is third. Welcome to the Blockbuster. You are not alone if there are loaves.
I'm not even going to attempt to keep up with it because there's so many people. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Portstoit wearing cheese. Thanks for checking in the follows, and I don't know, novel, blind him. Why do you think I'm wearing sunglasses? Thanks for following, Aston. Good luck. Stay in light. Oh, welcome in, Rip. Get his ass. I don't even have an ass. Good luck for that. Thanks for following, Flimmerin. I can't even read that. Well, I need to redo like most of my alerts. That's on the list. Me neither. Understandable. Why throw a bit? Goddamn! Thank you so much.
It's the
solution. All right, you got me there. Thanks for the log. Anyway, Reverend Neil, knowledge of bread, knowledge from Outer Reality, found one band Blockbuster, full of extra games. Thought this is the coolest shit ever. Thanks for the follow, Q. Ward. Good luck. I am missing every one of these counters. Mostly play retro games, sometimes newer stuff. Tonight is bring your own sunglasses night because, as you saw before, somebody in Assassin's Creed 2 thought this was a very understandable use of UI design. And as also, I am a multi-character VTuber. I have 4 different forms. 2 of them have models. The bread rolls you've been throwing at me judiciously are a fully rigged 3D model. I also have the one on the shoulder here. Why did my neck do that? I don't know. Bodies are weird. That also stream as, which I can just... Hi. But tonight, hi Char. I see you there. We're using my more humanoid one I call Corpse for obvious reasons. Is also, as mentioned, assless. Has the ad started and gone? It's quite possible that during all that, the ad that I was meant to pause for and like stand up, stretch, take a break, do all that nonsense has passed fully. Ah, well, that's not my problem. Well, welcome in, even though I got completely overwhelmed and definitely... Oh, there it is. I appreciate it all. Sorry for the bad timing. Enjoy one of my other forms, Static, eating a planet. Where's the music?
Most of you have no foundation at all. do enough work outside of it. You don't know what the word study means. You haven't the slightest idea. Don't you realize that mathematics is an important subject? I tell you right now that unless you get over your lazy habits and come up to the standards I've set for this class, many of you will have the pleasure of repeating this course next semester. Just what was Mr. Grimes' purpose in making such statements as these? This is the poorest class I've had in a long, long time. This is hardly the way to win friends or influence people. Thus, what should have developed into a sequence of pleasant and valuable learning experiences had deteriorated
Oh, I was-
into a series of disagreeable and infuriating
Getting right,
personal
but thanks for the following. Appreciate it.
This is all wrong. Need any of these incidents?
Okay, and one last thing. Actually, no, that completely reset. There's usually a quote. There's a quote of the day at the end of this, and I cannot be bothered. Time for. We've already played Red Dead, or at least Undead Nightmare. We're doing them in the. If we do the entirety of Red Dead Redemption, we're doing them in the worst possible order. We're starting with Undead Nightmare that ruins the ending of 1. Then we're playing 2. And then we're playing 1. Just for the jank. I don't know, Red Dead is so funny to me because it goes from being like a serious Western that takes itself seriously. Red Redemption. I think I did have, that was about the level of puns that I had when I played Undead Nightmare. There's a lot of Unbread Nightmare, Bread Dead, Bread. Fuck. Oh, no, can't go there. I have to actually do plot. Oh, right. So the funny thing about this game is they don't actually have... They have certain areas blocked off at certain times, so we don't go down there until Carnival, which means everyone down there is in like full party down mode permanently. So they just blocked it off until later. What about Revolver? I have wanted to play Red Dead Revolver in like those prequel games. Like they're very much disconnected from what Red Dead Redemption specifically was doing, but it's a good one. Yeah, Undead Nightmare was so much fun. Like they're just like, we are doing a non-canon zombie movie stuff thing.
So good to see.
So like I don't know why they're Thank you, Mecha. I appreciate that. Hang on, can I find the quote?
Then you just take the inverse. There.
There we go. Quote 174. That was said during Undead Nightmare. Who put reggae in my zombie game? Hell yeah. Wait, where's the fast travel? Because I wanted to go back to Montergione to get all my stuff, to get all my money, and like put the codex pages on the wall. The problem wasn't the butter. It helped grease things up and get me to 11. And what the? What? Why did I say that? What was I doing that? That had to have been like a time trial thing, or like air rhyme, maybe. Boy or girl, sir, I am Brett. That one I remember was a Pokemon Ruby randomizer, or yeah, Soul Link Nuzlocke randomizer. That worked absolutely perfectly, except for all the things that didn't. God, that could have been anything. I really will be trying so many of those quotes now. Good, because there are, let me check, 287 of them. A lot of stupid things have been said, and a lot of stupid things will continue to be said. 69. That was entirely by chance, too. Was it Chunk one? I can look it up. Now that I have them in my bot instead of on Nightbot. 104. I don't even know which one that. It was 69, so what are the ones around it? Okay, it doesn't help. And first I'm doing quote 68 because I'm looking for context, and I know which one quote 68 is because that I was talking about when I got one of my forms that doesn't have a model, static. It's, oh god, he's hot, oh god, he's cheap, because I was doom scrolling Twitter one night, saw this image, like this is the original adopt, and like, oh god, he's hot. Tapped in, it's always like $50 full things. Oh god, he's cheap, and then emailed the guy about him immediately. My MG42 will bring all. That was so perfect. That was for Return to Castle Wolfenstein. The 104. This one was about a smoothie I had. I used expired yogurt for it and thought it would be fine despite seeing the expiration date. It was like a few days ago. Hi, Cass. How's it going? We're looking through the many dumb things I've said in quotes while doing castle management. How's your stream? How's quarantine zone? You get quarantined or do you get zoned out? Yeah, that's the proper reaction to what we've been doing here. Welcome in the race for everyone new here, and Al Chor Bread, and Al Chor from Beyond Reality, found a old band Blockbuster full of retro games. Thought, yeah, my personality can stop developing right here. This is good enough. This is all I need to do. Mostly play retro games, sometimes newer stuff. The alternative is I just go eat the universe and be done with it, but I am too distracted for that. Also, multi-character VTuber. I have a couple forums between this one that I call Corpse for obvious reasons, and then the bread roll that's on everywhere else. These are the only two with models. The other two are in works in progress and be there eventually. To inject some saxo violence directly in my eyeballs. It means inject some saxo violence directly in my eyeballs. Probably something involving saxophones and jazz.
Buongiorno.
Let two people in the whole day? Nice!
Shall we take a look at the
Lots of dumb. Oh yeah, there's 200, almost 300. Else got violented. So you're playing the role exactly as intended. Okay. So I want this because, like, right now the biggest thing is that I could use more of all that. Sounds like a good stream. A good instance of standing directly in the way of all forward progress. And if you have to raid and run, like, totally understand. Thank you so much for sharing a community with me and raiding in. But have a good night and do, like, the post-stream stuff you have to. Doctor's probably more useful. I have no idea if this is just within Montergioni I get these discounts or everywhere else. Well, 199. First thought is, I want to get high. The second thought is I should also get high up. That might have been this game. Saxo violence when you brutally assault someone with a Saxo beat song for 9. I don't know. I don't know what Saxo beat is, so maybe. You lurk? Hell yeah, enjoy your lurk. Good luck staying light, don't get got. Or do. That's between you. Seeing food, be lurking? Hell yeah, understandable. Like, that is honestly what you should do. Go listen to it. I will try to remember, but in all cases, I always say do not count on me to actually remember to do something I said I would do on or check after stream at all. Because my memory is bad, and usually after stream, I go directly from whatever it was I was doing to like hanging out in the rated channels for a moment, and then I'm asleep. I do not stay up very late. Stuck in your head? Oh, there's so many things that might be stuck in my head, and probably that. Just Saxo beat. Hell yeah. Teach me your way of like just immediately going to bed. The first is be on way too. Oh wait, I should find that last one immediately because that gets me Altair's armor. Is accidentally fry your central nervous system for like a year, because I was on way too high of a ADHD stimulant med, and also I didn't realize the sleep aid I was taking because my doctors prescribed an illuminated idea was like, hey, so you're very depressed and like go into thoughts, bad spiraling. We're just going to prescribe you this so it knocks you out so you're not laying awake at night for a while. And like literally 2 weeks ago, I'm like, what if I just skip this for a night? Because it doesn't work. Like I stay awake regardless. And then immediately I started having energy again. Like, oh, I was exhausted all the time because of that. And then I realized, wait, no, now I'm getting exhausted because I'm no longer on the sleep aid that just knocks me the fuck out. Yeah, it's fun. I've determined that that I have good luck in that like things don't improve, they just go hilariously sideways. Like things don't get better. They do get better. Like it's better now than it was. I can actually feel emotions. That's an improvement. But also getting off of all that stuff and readjusting has not been easy. So it's been going solidly sideways. Yeah, it's so hard. And like part of the reason it took a year for me to figure this stuff out is there was so many other factors. Like it took trying several other things. So I'm like, okay, I think it could be this thing IRL. It could be this thing. It could just be a tough week at work. Like a lot of stuff was happening. And then there was like, okay, things have cleared up. And I'm starting to realize that now, like, the thing that tipped me off to the meds is like, okay, I know my heart and chest should not be hurting 24/7, and it shouldn't be beating that hard. I am critically out of shape, and because of depression and all that, have been having a hard time, like, actually going out and doing that. Ow. So I started doing that, like, make an actual try. Okay, this hasn't gotten better. I think it's actually just the medication. Try that and yeah, immediate. And all through that, like, I was taking more and more sleep aid, like a higher dose of sleep aid, just because, like, I think it has something to do with this, or like, I just need to sleep. Like, everything's been so rough that I don't really care if it's right or not. I just need to get knocked the fuck out. And then I think like things got better with meds. I'm like, wait, I should try this. As fortunately for like my day job, I am very much accustomed to, if something's not working, just in isolated snippets, fuck around and find out if that was the cause. If it wasn't, okay, it wasn't the cause. Fuck around again and continue to find out. Eventually, you will fuck around into finding the proper thing. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that, Mega. Like, it's rough. But evidently, from like what everyone tells me, I'm really good at continuing under extreme duress. They haven't said that's a good thing. They've just said that that's something that they've noticed about me. A lot of, how the hell are you still upright? So I'm taking it as a compliment, because otherwise I'd go further insane. And that hasn't helped anything yet. But despite that, I am still committed to seeing how far how insane I can go before it stops helping. Anyway. Heroes are sticking with the scientific process of fucking around and finding out. Thank you. It's actually kind of funny because I, like, for work I do programming, and like the bot that all the quotes are on is something that I made myself. Like, just wrote it in Python quick and continued to make it a Frankenstein nonsense of additional features. So like, I'm very used to whenever there's an error, I just start changing one thing at a time and testing, and change one thing and test it over and over. And then when it breaks in a completely different way, I'm like, yes, it's worked. And attempt to throw me in whilst to see it. Oh no, that's just because there's been more people I wanted to throw. You will be thrown. Actually, no, I think it's because I've been too tired that instead of throwing you for comedic effect, I've just been, like, not engaging. That... Okay, that quote was from Night Rain. I know what hippo... You can just go fuck up a hippo. It's free. There's nothing a hippopotamus can do to stop you and up to 2 of your other friends from royally just rolling it. Oh, that should have been a double. That'll work. I love how double assassinations are a thing, but in isolation, it doesn't really matter much because they have bad enough reflexes that you can just kind of fuck them up. Yeah, because that... Because I've been trying to do more writing in the sense of at least thinking up concepts and like more. Oh, something broke. Yeah, like specifically for Night Rain, if you get like a golden hippo boss, because they're not being governed by the base Elden Ring's DLC's level cap, they're actually really simple enemies. Like, that is an enemy that is there to kind of teach you, like, hey, Shadow of the Erd Tree has a kind of bullshit statistical advantage on you. You have to go around and find the Shadow Tree fragments. Ah, dang it. Oh, hey, I can get my armor repaired. So you can just kind of go up and roll them. Like, it's not entirely free because nothing in those games are, but it's one of the least complex and bullshitty bosses in the game. So you can just go and they are kind of free. Like, they're really quick to just get a bunch of runes and a boss thing. It's free. There's literally nothing a hippo can do to stop you and 2 friends from just rolling it. Remember what? Yeah, exactly. You can just one round them. Like, it's not. Oh, found the dude. Do I have to? Okay, that is that. Like, in many ways, it's one of the more refreshing field bosses, because like I have opinions on Elden Ring in general, like just base game Elden Ring.
What is the meaning of this?
I feel like it's getting to a point where like Dark Souls was very measured and slow, and it's like the trick is not to overextend yourself. If you overextend yourself in Dark Souls, then you're in trouble. Elden Ring is just like, okay, people are beating these games on like DK bongo drums. People are complaining that they're too easy or showing off how skilled they are. Let's make a challenge. And then it ended up being just like, hey, we're going to make bosses that you can't reliably parry because they don't have open windows. They're always doing something. They're always running around. They're always up to something. And it's just Elden Ring, in my experience, was, yeah, Curse of the Ramp Up. Exactly. My experience, there's a lot hippos can do to 3 people. Hey, in my experience of this, enough bullshit, and like, mostly because when I play multiplayer in Night Rain, I either play Duchess, because being able to do, you can essentially use Duchess to stand in for a second whatever. It's like if you have someone who can deal a ton of damage up front, you can just have her pop. Perfect. We're gonna get flight controller. Probably not. Probably not Elite Dangerous specifically, because that's a whole other rant. Shadow Trio's the DLC made thing. Yep, done with that ramp for sure. Because like that one is not only the sheer nonsense of base Elden Ring, it's also the statistical overhaul of Erdtree's leveling system. And
is everything all right?
It's getting to a point where it's just they just don't stop moving.
The Doge and replace him with one of their own. They will have all of Venezia, their entire fleet, in their grasp.
It just keeps on going more and more.
Help me.
You have me on your side.
I don't know how to approach the bosses. There's not really a pattern. There's not an exploit, because when you think that you have a point, they just hit you with a change-up or something. And what really broke me for Elden Ring is the enemy's input read. So when you try to heal, they'll try to exploit that and hit you. It's just like, okay, somebody took the Prepare to Die title from Dark Souls a bit too far. It feels like so much stuff is stacked against the player that I'm like, this isn't a fun challenge for me anymore. And that's just personal. Like, I'm saying that it's not. Oh, hippo's flat. Oh yeah, in real life, definitely don't go to a hippo. Like, they are... Hippos are murderous flesh tanks. Which is why I find it fun about being able to joke about hippos being free. Because it's like, no. That is a bad idea on like 7 different levels. Yeah, the input read. Like, at that point, I understand the idea being like, we're adding challenge. People,
no, I say we, the thieves.
People say that they want a challenge and they give it to one. But at that point, it's like, this is just a slog for me. Same with Dark of the Night. That just wasn't fun for me. And I think you do, at some point, you do have to say, just like, I don't have to play this. I'm not having fun. I'm not getting what I got about old games out of this anymore. Like, when I need to cheese the boss in order to feel like I'm in fair engagement. Yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
I assume the front door is out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. In fair though, it's like that bus game where, yeah, Desert Bus. So switching rant to Elite Dangerous. That is kind of the problem I have with it.
So, what do you think?
We're not getting in this way.
I got a little bit more progress. Hey, now it's Julius Knives. Redeem it and find out, you coward. Specifically, the measurement of Julius is is Julius Caesar was stabbed 23 times. Ergo, one Julius Caesar's worth of knives is 23 knives. I found this out because I remember that fact when I was doing redesign work for Corpse 2.0 and thought, hey, if I change a couple things about this design, I can get more knives in this boy than Julius Caesar. And since then, it became a standard use of measurement. I'll keep my points halfway to end stream. Okay, that's fair. Now I tried a Mega Julius stuff. I tried 2,300 knives, but that went on to the point where I'm like, this isn't fun. This is not fun for anyone. And it's going to overstimulate me. And also, oh my god, this is going on for so long. So if you want a Mega Julius, I recommend you just redeem 100 Juliuses. Or Julius, how many can fit in a smoothie cup? Yep.
Archers everywhere.
And the walls are impossible to climb
Yep.
on this side.
Yeah, it was like 7 minutes of knives. I go between thinking that I need a specific dedicated channel in the Discord for just I'm doing something and I'm crashing out while doing it. And then I realize that's just my general channel. Like about half of the reasons for my Discord to exist is because I periodically crash out in it. It's just a terrarium for crash outs. 7 minutes of knives is it is an amazing band name. Like, hey, where are you going? Hey, what's on the playlist for tonight? Well, we got some Five Finger Death Punch, some... There's another one, like some Megadeth and 7 minutes of knives. Wait. One song by the band? Do you have 7 minutes of songs from the band Knives? Nope, that's their band name, 7 Minutes of Knives.
We're in luck.
11 point.
Looks like there's a perfect
Yeah,
path
because
to
it's
scaffolding to the roof of the
it's
basilica.
23 knives being thrown at me. It is at a considerable discount when he... Actually, did I? How did I calculate that? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, throw a knife is 500. A full Julius is less than 1,200. That's a massive discount for how much it costs to throw a single knife. I'm really doing you a favor. Like, you're robbing me blind with the... You're robbing me at knife point with these knives. What are you talking about? Oh, right, Elite Dangerous. So the problem with Elite Dangerous is one that is kind of baked into space sim games, like, as a whole. Where am I going? Okay, I see. I think? No, wait, I was supposed to climb up over there.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
Oh yeah, Stoff. Go, violate copyright. Infringe on intellectual properties. Be free. Become ungovernable. Hey, Whisper, how's it going? Fuck, it actually is Enfield. So, context for this, distracting from the other crash out. I thought Arknights was the gacha where everyone is named after a weapon. So I thought everyone was mispronouncing it, and the main character's name was Enfield, like the Lee Enfield rifle. No, it's actually just Enfield. I have mixed feelings about this because I think Enfield, like character name insert here title, is a bit cooler. Hit that joke pretty often this year. I'm keeping a list of all the great band names here. So, for Mayors have our Sunday for Dogs and Too Low for... I'm thinking of a song with that, but the band Too Low for Tony has to cover Too High for the
Do you
Supermarket.
understand what I'm offering you, Signore?
That is just too perfect.
Please. Or this will be your last chance.
How dare you?
Yeah, Whisker, I hope you're enjoying Einfield. I've just decided that that's what it's called now. It's like when I renamed Wuthering Waves to Wuthering Heights because, yeah.
And there are guards everywhere.
It seems, if you like a game about a lady in a situation, it seems like a good game for you.
There's no way in or out for
Ah, my Italian friend. We have tried to outsmart this. We have disregarded the plan to outfight them. Now we have a secret weapon up our Italian sleeves. A man by the name of Leonardo da Vinci who will let us out-stupid this. It will be glorious. It'll be stupid. I would also have to accept Wuthering Wascals. That one's pretty good. Too Low for Tony needs a song named Limbo Akimbo. Every time you say the band name Too Low for Tony, the bar that Tony is unable to cross, and also Tony himself, becomes a little smaller in my head. He is rapidly reducing in scale. I love it. Yeah, was it? Oh yeah. Yeah, the problem with Elite Dangerous is I doubt we're this is my last attempt before I give up on the thought entirely. It's just like it has all the problems with a space sim and all the problems of an MMO. But it's also just a really good game. Like they did a great job of it. But like it has the massive amount of travel time needed for a space sim because you can either it's way too casual, or to do it properly and sell the scale, you kind of have to be in sub speed of light speeds for like
Does it work? What are you asking?
5-10 minutes at a time, or the hour and a half to get to Hutton Orbital.
No, it's only a prototype.
There's also a lot of just
It's not ready yet.
Have you tried it?
No, it's too dangerous.
transit time, especially early game like where I am.
Leonardo,
It's
I think you just
a lot
found
of
your
warp
madman.
into a system, refuel, or warp out to another one, and just jump. Evidently, there's builds in the game now where you can cross the entirety of inhabited space with like 8 jumps. But like that and Super Cruise and being like so early to the point where I don't remember how to do a bunch of stuff while learning a new control scheme, it's just like, this game isn't for me. I should probably bounce off of it again, but I enjoy messing around with the new flight stick before I hand it off to my brother who's actually playing flight simulators. Yeah, that's exactly it. Honestly, that's it in short. Like, it feels like a road trip. The fact that you have the in-game story is activated via in-universe news podcast. 100% road trip vibes. If you want to zone out and vibe, it's a great game. If you want to do combat, the dogfighting is fun.
Good luck, Ezio.
However, for like anything else, like exploration or trade, I can't recommend much of it. All right, let's crash this baby. Actually, it's working pretty well. I think I can get kind of far. Too Low for Tony has such good.
Why am I crashing? This is ridiculous. The palazzo's too far away.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah, I give up. I'm gonna end up killing myself before I ever kill another Templar.
Ah, okay. Had one problem dogfighting. Fair enough. See, I think it's because Too Low for the Tony has a similar like cadence and read to Too High for the Supermarket.
It really worked.
And it's just a fun concept that you can imagine and say.
Well, what were you
Namely,
expecting?
sometimes trying
The
to find
machine
fights was
wasn't
an
designed
hour.
for distance. All right, look.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Over my plans here. Maybe I can find some way to extend the duration.
That would I can entirely see that. Like
Carlo has the poison. We must hurry.
Antonio, this is Leonardo, the master inventor who built these
like the thing that I've found that I
Hey,
think I'll
it's not
probably
the
do
machine's
until I
fault.
fully
It's mine. I've checked and rechecked my blueprints. It's
that I'll
just
do before I
impossible.
fully bounce off the
Don't
game
know how to
is
extend the flight.
I'm just going to grab random contracts and do that. Like random dogfighting contracts, random on foot contracts. Because the funny thing is,
Continue. What's
with
he doing
Odyssey
now?
expansion,
It rises. It needs fire.
you can just play the game like an FPS.
Lift the machine. Leonardo,
You
what
can
good
get
is
out
one
of a
fire
vehicle
going to
and
do?
like at one point I'm
Not
like,
one fire, Ezio.
why would I
It
do
doesn't.
this?
Built
It
all
doesn't
across
make
the city.
sense.
Enough to
Why would
carry
I
you
get
from
out of
here
my
all
ship
the way to the
and
Palazzo
not
Ducale?
take
How?
the surface recon vehicle
Ah,
and just do
my
that?
men could do that. But you are
Like
forgetting about
you
the guy.
lose so much
Don't
of
worry. I will take care of them.
I'll give you
the
orders to
stuff
have
they've
my men
added.
be
It
behind
starts
you
with
and hold the
ships.
locations.
It starts
They'd light
with
them all up the second the
huge,
sun goes down over San Marco.
with the exact size. Like the biggest ship that you can get is still pretty small. It's big enough that it's like, oh yeah, you can totally. This is bigger than the small. Like the Sidewinder is for most people bigger than their apartment in terms of size. And the Space Engineers, yes, I have that game. Same issue with the additional thing of I am not that good at ship design and get demotivated, and doing it in survival is a slog. But doing it in creative is just like, I feel like I'm missing something. And doing it without multiplayer is like, eh. Particular instance where me and two friends spent hours in confined to fight. Oh, that fucking sucks. That is it. If you know what you're doing and arguably just want a game to put on for talking to friends or socializing, then yeah, it has all the things that make an MMO great. It is, I hate to say it because I will recognize the sheer amount of effort and love the community has and the devs have put into it. It's the game equivalent of background noise. Honestly, the problem I find with spaceflight games, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. For a spaceflight game to be good, it kind of has to be a little bit mind-numbingly boring because that is accurate to space. Like, space is huge. Space is beautiful. Space is amazing. Space is also really fucking boring to go through. That is... Like, hell, for the Eldritch horror part of my lore, the thing that I enjoy doing the most is just getting more space stuff and, like, physics fun facts in there. Like, there's a recent thing that I've been like turning over in my head that it's partially based on something I noticed about myself IRL, that the more angry and distressed and just generally the shittier my mood, the quieter I get. Like, I don't really explode, I just get really quiet when I'm upset. Add that to you know, cosmic horror in various humanish more or less shells that is designed to like eat pretty much any matter or energy. Because, like, hold up, for concept, the thing that's possessing Corpse right now is that the big old amorphous blob behind the bread, and that was able to like bring in both Silence of Dead Space and Echo. Like, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like anechoic chambers, where like the chambers that are completely free of all sound, like to the point that the only thing you can hear in it are the blood vessels pumping inside of your own head, which I think is so cool. Just like, yeah, when he gets really pissed off, instead of making a lot of, like, hitting him with the Godzilla Screonk, it gets quiet. It gets really quiet. It gets soundless, and it's weird. STO, I think, is only space combat. Actually, well, STO. Use my horror ship design, the Ram ship. That's a good design, though. Like, if you just need to break a precision enough precision instruments to make the enemy ships stop working, just ram them. Star Trek, all right. See, that'll work. Partially because Star Trek is less of a hard sci-fi series, and much more, well, like Star Trek and Star Wars get compared a lot because they are very similar, where it's kind of space fantasy, kind of. Like, with Star Wars being 100%, yeah, there's space wizards. Star Trek being sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, but like in the best possible way. And I honestly love that.
Vincenzo was supposed to take my shift an hour ago. My wife is going to
No. Ah, I was hoping to get that. Sounds enjoy Kerbal Space Program and speed up time, space flight. Yeah. God, I have Kerbal in multiple places. I found that I also own it on Epic and I bought it on Steam. I need to play it, but it's like I have not been in the headspace to properly learn space flight and aerodynamics. But being able to speed up time, like, I understand why you can't do that in a game like Elite, because it's multiplayer. And like, it's enough of a stretch that they let you be like 2,001 times the speed of light in Super Cruise and then beyond. But yeah, the space games are ones that I always come back to because I like the world building. I like how they go about making it work. And I go for them primarily as a I need a moment. It's like the I need a moment to calm the fuck down. Or like, I just need something to zone out to. And they're perfect for that. They're Zen games. They're like, it's why when No Man's Sky came out, I wasn't too bent up about it being like describes like it's a walking simulator. It's so empty. There's nothing. It's like, all right. I like that about the game. Hold up. What? Wait. Into the river. Into the river. You, guess what? Not into the river because you can dodge. God, this guy's good. Yeah, let the Cosmo absorb the bad vibes. That's what they're there for. Ow, that was a donk. Dude, I will be down and clown the basics for a post for the thing is, it's a combination that if I'm in the mood to play a game like that, like in the zone out mood, the first thing that goes is my ability to deal with other people. Like, I am very much of, I need energy to be with people. Like, I counted it up, and there's exactly 8 people who I do not experience like people, so I can just kind of, at any time, hop on with them. It is very rare. And, yeah, like, most of the time, like, if I'm in the mood, it's just like, I need a minute. So, I am not one of the people who need social interaction. If anything, I'm usually overwhelmed and stressed from it. It's like, don't take it personally, it's just me. But yeah, from what I've heard with Kerbal, like, when it works and it's glorious. When it doesn't work, it explodes and is also glorious for a different reason. Ramship was like an axe. You get 1 or 2 crashes with it, but it's just brutal in the holes it makes. I love that analogy. Just like, yes, it will work once or twice, and then we have to replace the entire ship. But it'll leave such grievous wounds, it only has to work once or twice. Hey, up. Yes. Yeah, like there's a limit for, I feel like everyone has this limit where too much people and not enough people isn't, and they get weird if they don't have enough social interaction. Look at the entire internet. There are a lot of people who like, because there's, oops, oh, I'm down here now. Because there's also different modes of interacting with people, right? Like something like this, being on stream and talking, is so... No, wrong person. I wanted that dude. Get back here, man. Like, being on stream and talking to people. Oh, damn it. He got away. Is different than being on a voice call. Like, that specifically requires a lot more energy than this. But even then, like, there's instances, like, I tried to go live yesterday, and, like, I just couldn't. I was way too tired. I was too stressed out. My vision kind of blurred, and my head hit off the desk metaphorically. Get that? I've been playing Fallout 4 a card dealer sim. Ain't got much time for multiplayer games no more. Yeah, multiplayer games are so much effort. Like, especially if you have a bad go. It's like I am using my limited free time for better use. I'm doing something I know I'll enjoy every time. Which currently, nice. Wetzio. Hell yeah. Hey, Bug. Templar is truly skilled assassin, left in the water and got away. Skills are unmatched. But oh shit, I guess I'm down here now. Do not attribute to skill and malice and being 5 steps ahead what can be sufficiently explained by being a dumbass. Because quite often, with these controls, it's being a dumbass. God, where... Am I really locked out of... Like, locked out of this district over here? If there's no more viewpoints... Shit! There's no more viewpoints. I have to wait for main story progression before I can get additional Assassin Tomb things, which sucks. Ah. We're 1 away from the best armor of the game. However, I suppose it makes sense because if you can just get the best armor of the game before you can get all of the good armor, or all the better armor, that would kind of suck as well. Yeah, never underestimate the power of an audacious dumbass. That's why the true progression of fighting thing, or dealing with issues in games, is always step 1. Try to outfight it. Can I just slam into it at full speed and see if it bows to the unadulterated force of how much combat I can throw at it, or how much base whatever I can. To 2, outsmart it. Okay, can I tweak my build? Can I go at a different angle? Is there a strategy I can employ? To 3, outstupid it. Can I behave like an absolute dumbass, abusing the game being a video game and the limitations I have, to deal with this in a direction they never expected? And it almost always works. Yeah, is my skull thicker than the enemy? To then wrapping around to, is my skull thicker than the enemy in being in an absolutely meta and ridiculous way? It's wonderful. Phone's almost dead. Prepare for the funeral. Okay, don't do that to me. For a moment, I thought somebody in your life had actually died. I'm like, were you watching me in a funeral and I missed that? Because so much has happened. Anyone who claims they're normal isn't. Like, I've seen so many things, but yes, you have flummoxed me. God damn it. You will be thrown. Good luck. I'm glad you enjoyed this.
Shall we take a look at
Brushes
this?
brick chunks out my hair. My skull thicker than his. So Corpse's skull is made out of reinforced concrete. That could actually be something that in some variety of canon happens, with the answer being a corpse on the ground, head half gone, just his mouth still there. Yes, I think it is. Also, what the hell are they feeding you? Oh, hey. That's everything. We have fully renovated this place. 1900. That's how much I pulled from here. It's fine. Like, it took me a moment before I realized what you were doing, and it was funny. But it was just a moment like, God damn, did I miss something? Did he have a qualifying life event? This keeps happening to people I know. God damn it. Metal. Then missile gloss. Alright, start with that. I can get that. Then, do I have the Oh, I can't afford that. Yeah, I'll just keep that.
Pleasure, signore. Return anytime.
Cause
Let my experience.
knife belt. Yes, more knives. I'll never use more. Ah, dang it!
Nice purchase. Good day, signore.
I am 100 short. Okay, how long does it take to? How long does it take in order for the box to bring in revenue? Or will it keep refreshing the timer because I keep on doing stuff that will cause it to recalculate the base value? I definitely quick go mug. I have done that before. Whereas like oh yeah, 14 out of 100, you get one thing at like 50 and then another at full. Because there was a period where I'm like, I need like a handful more. I need a little bit more. So I just went around stealing. Although I own this place. It's not theft. I'm just taking proactive taxes. They'll get a refund. Oh, you count as a mercenary, dude, not a civilian. I can't mug you. However, this also takes a... So I've done this before, as I was saying, and it takes a really long time because people just don't carry a lot of cash on their person nowadays, and like, it's just a whole thing. So I think it's just overall oh, and I also need 100 for bus fare, so I better not. I'll just come back to this. We'll just extract value from the citizens in the old-fashioned way of robbery due to land ownership. Because it's perfectly fine. There we go, Thieves Guild. Like, it's perfectly fine if they sign a contract allowing you to be robbed. And sometimes they'll even thank you for stealing from them month after month. Which reminds me, if my landlord is listening to this, that the vent fan in the bathroom doesn't work. Like, you should, if you could come by and fix that, I'd appreciate that. Like, it just kind of, the steam comes up, and in the cold weather, it condensates immediately and then rains back down the bathroom. So that's happening. I'm not apologizing for everything else. Look, I'm just saying, if you're renting, it is entirely moral to, like, not give a shit about what you put down your sink. Because, like, I know when you fry bacon, you're supposed to put the grease, let the grease congeal, let it... How wild would be the lamp? I would have so many fucking questions.
See. Now let's hope your idea works.
I've obviously met my landlord.
Listen close, Ezio.
Like, what the hell?
Fly from fire to fire.
I didn't.
The heat of each one you pass over.
They seem
back up in the air.
too upper class white for this stream.
Avoid those arrows, or it will be a short trip.
I wish there was some way I could use my sword while flying these things.
Well, you do have your feet free. If you get close enough without
Oh yeah, you
taking
can kick
arrows,
people off.
Maybe you could kick them off the building.
Nice.
It's now or never, amico mio.
Stop, I don't apologize for anything I said. However, I will add the caveat that I'd be on that so fast. Okay, that's the caveat.
Shoot! Shoot the flying demon!
Also, flying demon, like, you can't tell that this is just a thing of... That this is just, like, wood and a dude. Ooh, wait. I want to kick someone. Wait, that actually gives me height. Hell yeah. Okay, I've been drinking. Yeah, that explains why you're here. On multiple levels, that explains a lot. Oh, they've been drinking a lot. I thought you said you were, and like, that is not the first time somebody has come into this stream absolutely wasted, and I appreciate that for them. Oh, good. They set that barge on fire. I love how this is just like, hey, here's how many random ass fires we can set in this place. Ah! Okay, I see. Nope, I thought they put that on the bridge. We have to climb. This level is dead sober. Oh, apologies for your. I feel so bad for your therapist. Okay, that one was mean. I hope things get better for you. Yeah, no, a landlord is like actually like, oh yeah, I'll get right on that. If they heard in a random stream is like, wait, I know that. I know that's my tenant. Although I should probably get in the habit of complaining a lot more. Like if I complained more, I wouldn't have had the cops called on me one time. But like they are definitely that type of, it's been in their family for so long that. Oh, that should have been a Wilhelm scream. That would have been perfect for a Wilhelm scream.
Don't worry. Probably just kids with firecrackers. Come, it's your move.
It's kids with firecracker. So that was a deep-throated bass boosted scream. Like that is the only level of drugged up nonsense that you get when one of our heavily armored soldiers gets got.
Stop! Signore, don't drink that!
You are too late. The Doge is dead.
What? Carlo?
Apologies, Signore. But you should have listened to me when you had the chance. Seems you have failed, assassin.
Forgive me, Signore. I tried.
Why? What was it all for?
Like, I tried.
Assassino! Assassino! He's killed the Doge! The Doge is dead!
Like, I know we couldn't have known what the poison was, but it would have been nice if we had, like, I've come in with the antidote.
It takes one assassin to kill another, it seems.
Kill thinking it's best for us.
That's such just a... You were a moment too late. Sorry.
I do this not for myself.
I'm not even saying it's bad. It's like... It's like playing the opening to Halo 2 and it's like, oh, this is so fucking quotable at all times.
You killed me? You killed me?
Well, and him being like, it would have helped so much. I know he's actively dying of poison, so there's only so much he can do. It would have helped so much if he didn't say like, you killed me? It's like, now it just looks like we were here for a double header.
No, this one is different.
So I know how do I get out? Oh, front door. I see. I understand. It's just open to the public now that they're dead. Ha. Strange flex, but all right. Are we good? Is that all we had to do? Yoink! Ah! Oh, that's one well you shouldn't drink out of for the time being. There's whatever bloodborne pathogens that dude has now is in the water supply. Anyway, paddle away because they can't swim despite living in Venice for some goddamn reason. the limitations of the fact that players can, the guards can't, never not funny. Anyway,
Heard it all? Suppose Mr. Grimes had tried another approach.
ads for a bit. Weird. Be back in a sec. All right. There we go.
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you?
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Oh, you know, 201's a real milestone. And we're back, but I just hit the wrong buttons. Hang on. Where's my... Right, that happens. It's the end of a sequence. But you can't just be in Oh, thank God we're not in present day. The present day storyline is just a little mix of painful and like, I don't really want to be Nolan North in a room. I kind of want to be Italian Man. Yeah. Yeah, no, like that's how they get you. You get on the on the Will Plus program, the subscription, and in a couple of years they reduce features and all that, and it's just like, ugh. Yeah, technically, there's kind of better options. Like the free version, you're only grandfathered into that if you had it, but now the paid one has ads and the times are so weird, and like at some point you're better off just setting up your own Will on the server. Yeah, Modern Potline taxes the AC story. It was good in 2. It was fine here. But then But then they made it clear that there's
What
just
kind of trash is this?
there's just no
Sergeant
payoff to it,
Rash?
and it's kind of
You
painful now.
will enjoy this.
For shame. You should respect these.
Right. There we go. And then they just kept on doing it. I feel like if they dropped it after like 4 or 5, they would have been fine. Like they didn't have, like they would be fine if they're just like, hey, we're retooling the franchise. It's not going to have the present day stuff. Like we've heard everything every snide comment you've said about it, and like you got through to us finally. And you're right. It sucks. So instead we're going to be presenting them in or without the frame story as just works of historical fiction. I feel like they could have done that in I feel like they could have done that with Black Flag and people would have been fine with it. I honestly think that they would have been perfectly okay with just dropping it. Two giant squid. This has to be the Santa Maria della Vistone. This feels like the right one. It's Ubisoft. You may as well ask them. Yep. Okay, perfect. There's a giant squid in here. Yeah, you may as well ask them that. And like, I really hope that they are absolutely seething.
Over there in that haystack.
Sit back down. We're in the middle of playing a tarot game.
No, this time I saw something. I know it.
Okay.
That's what you say every time. You were right.
There is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I know a handful of people.
This isn't funny. I could have been killed.
By that.
You don't take our work seriously. One misstep.
I know
you turn your back in the wrong direction.
I know enough people who like know how to do tarot card readings.
I'm not going to explain myself to you anymore.
But
please don't stop. This is so entertaining.
But tarot started as an actual card game with like something somewhat akin to poker, I think. I would like to get like all the people I know who like know how to read tarot card streams like, yep, I'm just doing it cause I grabbed everyone I know who knows how to read tarot cards and we're doing a tarot learning stream. And we're playing the card game. Like, that's the entire joke. God, there'd be so many schedules to manage, because, like, I think there's something in the water about it, but, like, the overlap between people I know who, like, know how to read tarot cards and the people I know who also are overworked, underappreciated artists. It's just two circles. Can I can get down here. I Huh? I'm lost. This should surprise absolutely no one at all. I can just climb up the footbridge. I like to think it like has something to do with like the overlap of the symbolic representation of those cards and like their ubiquity in as just not for any sort of divination or just being like symbolism alone. Like they pop up wherever. Wait, can I?
We're under attack! Guards!
Yes, I actually got him. I know you can avoid a fight here if you do that, but it's pretty hard to do.
Someone else deal. I'm tired of being the
You can just walk by. That is amazing. I don't think I've ever done that before. I love that. But honestly, I think it's just because like the average person that I know like that is just they're just internet witches. All right. This is it. Yes, it's an Assassin's Creed game. The only way they have to cope is to be perpetually drunk. It's like going like, in all fairness, I think they are actually drunk. Okay, I think it's here, and then we wait for a hot minute, like actually a minute. Yeah, this is hidden in memory. This is familiar. Or I'm looking in the wrong direction. Like, in fairness, I think they are focusing on their card game more than anything else. And like, if I did run, I would have gotten got. Also, god damn. Hey, how's stream quality for everyone? Because I'm just noticing that my bit rate's going into the red, slightly into the yellow, and then again into the red. Okay, I think wrong side. Is this the right one? There. So I am crazy, but not about this. I've seen stars. Okay, just stuttering. That's good. If it gets too bad, because like the weather by me is in, the weather forecast is exploding trees. There's a possibility that the weather gets so cold so fast that all the moisture inside of trees contracts too much too quickly and they explode. I've also seen, exploding trees. Eventually it can happen. Earthbound was right. Okay. Let me try... For attempt, activate the letter. Go to the forest. I might have gotten it the first time if I wasn't paying attention, because it should be something swims by and then next time. Hey, is it day after tomorrow? No, the day after tomorrow is in 2 days. It's after tomorrow. Today is today. Now is now, and then will be then later. But right now we're where we are, and we have to deal with that. No, I've also seen like evidently there can be like small earthquakes from the cold. I'm not sure if that one's bait or not, but the idea is that like groundwater freezes so fast that it causes things to contract, which I'm also here for. I was hoping it's tomorrow. That, right? Although I don't get any rest this weekend. All right. I don't think it's there. Here? Let me see if I can find a better thing, because this Easter egg is so random. I want to find it. Yeah, like, I don't get much this. Okay. See where it's at. Like there's work stuff going on, and I'm on call for it this weekend, so that'll be fun. It probably won't be too big of a deal, but if anything, it's probably just going to be a good excuse to not to avoid all of their social things. Right, because the cutscenes had it. So I pulled up on the wiki where this was, and it said like stare in after like a minute, which I have no idea. Probably a bit longer, but like the screenshot was in line with the Assassin's Tomb door. So I'm just gonna hold on to this until either there's like a sting and something moving, or I get smacked with a tentacle. I just hope I didn't mess it up because I wasn't standing in the right place and the timer ran out the first time. Because it's like you activate it, you stare into the water, and then you activate it again and stare into the water again, and a tentacle will come up and smack you. Sounds like a fun time. Yeah, I'd say hopefully it is, but like, oh wait, I think I had it wrong. But I know if I say it, then it'll end up being like, something will go horribly wrong, and that'll just be bleh. Maybe here? Yeah, I'm just gonna try to pull up a video for it, because it's like I've done this before. You can tell the most replayed section. Alright, so I did not in fact trigger it. Hopefully I didn't fuck this up entirely. It's like, I'm 100% overthinking it. I'm 100% overthinking this way too much and like giving up beforehand. Although I might have just fully messed it up by swapping out before it triggered. So yeah, it does the full intro cutscene. And then it goes from like 4:09 to yeah, it is like an entire minute. Oh, hey, it's happening. I'm not crazy. No, Butterfly, you've overthought it. There is multiple of us have that job. Right? It's such a random thing. Like the fact that it exists. Like this is a fun kind of Easter egg where it's like, where the fuck did they get this full model of a giant squid? Why is it down here? Who made it? Because it's like a detail. Well, now I'm kind of a bit scared to fall in here. Like, I know nothing will happen, but in the back of my mind, there's a little bit of thalassophobia of that squid bitch is down here, lurking, eating Venetians. Yeah, that's being as a quote. Here. Lurking. Eating. Honestly, I feel like those Easter eggs are So the other problem is that it's been long enough that I forget what the sequence is. Like, that is honestly the really cool thing about these older games, is you get things the devs snuck in. Things like that. Things like... I know Battlefield was also fantastic about... Wait, why did you go that way? Huh? Seemed like you wanted me to do something cool, but evidently not. Where there was similar, like, you go all the way across the map. There we go. All the way across the map to get this thing. Like, shoot these bells, knock on these doors, do all this stuff, and there's a sound cue Easter egg that makes precious little or... I've got to go reset it. Dang it. So I want to book your quotes. If we fill it up to 500, and you can quote me on this, I'll look into seeing how I can get this published. Like, I'll look into and talk to some people about, like, just getting these published, or worse. Although that's 500 specific quotes. And we're at about 300. I don't know. I'll keep a look at, like, some sort of incentive, something that we can go for to try to get it that met, and like some sort of goal or something that we can get to. Maybe I'll look at a charity, and if we get to a point, it'll be like I'll do a giveaway for printing out these quotes. And if it gets higher, I will handwrite them. Like 250, whatever. I print out these quotes, bind them in a book, get them bound in a book all properly. 500. I handwrite them all for additional suffering. 1,000. I handwrite them all legibly. Which is a whole other level of pain for me. Donate to that. All right. So we got an incentive. Should keep an eye for a charity. But yeah, the biggest problem is 100% the legibility of it. Because I think I still have the corpse. Yeah. So you can kind of see this on here. This is about my level of regular legibility. So slowing down and trying? That is the game, not the page. That's asking a lot. Dang it. Back again. This time for sure. If not, I give up my body to the squid. Speaking of squid, I was hoping that if I was fast enough, I could raid into a VTuber with tentacles. However, that appears to not be the case. Because she ends at 9:30 my time. And it is, in fact, around 9:30 in my current time zone. Alright. I suppose it probably would have been faster to squid the hat. You for your lunch sack. It's more dinner. It's more of a dinner at this time of the night. That's how it goes. I keep on forgetting that I have to do the... I'll eat the squid. I'll eat the squid. The reason you can throw a Julius worth of knives at me, Hike, is simply because I find it funny. You are dealing with something that can't feel pain, not because of any defect in the biological process, but because it is... Oh, come on, really? Guess we're re-saying try again. But because there's no biological process involved in this, and thought, why would I do that? That seems like a bad design. So simply left it out when it was creating, whatever the hell you'd call these proxy bodies. And finds it absolutely hilarious and adorable when you throw knives and bricks at him. So it's entirely there for your own and my own entertainment. Right there. And up and over. Good thing if you get the jumps down well, they're actually pretty generous. Like, I'm also pretty sure that this is the only place in the entire game where you have to do these. Thank you for the knife. See? You have to agree. This is absolutely hilarious. Partially because there's a slight issue with, what? What did I run off of? God damn it. Slight issue with this model specifically is on a smaller canvas than bread, but all the throwables are sized specifically for bread. So, despite Corpse being 6'4" and much larger than bread's 3 inches, all the throwables are much larger on him. All right. Oh, hey, that was Whisper on the brick. She's great. She was here earlier. Oh, that wasn't a puzzle. That was the door for the lock. Right? The bricks are so huge. And honestly, given that Corpse weighs half a ton and his bones are made out of... Yeah, it's amazing. And like, the bones are made out of depleted uranium, ceramic armor plating, and rolled steel like a Abrams tank armor. That's probably about the sound and reaction you get from him too. Just a little squeaky noise and cute. Yeah, it's honestly part of what I'm looking forward to. I need to look into the throwing system specifically to see if I can do any sort of like programmatically figure out what should be on what side, or what size gets what brick throwables. Because I could re-import all of them twice, do the sizing properly for Corpse, and then have it be like, hey, if it's this, if the model ID is this, or if this data in VTube Studio exists, throw this item. If not, throw this one. But it's also funny. Like, we also have to acknowledge that it is hilarious that the brick is the size of the screen. So, little column A, little column B. Hang on, I'm popping another quote because one came up. I have them up on the side of... And that one just... I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I laughed so hard. 277, who am I to judge? Oh, right, I'm a world-eating eldritch horror. I can do whatever I want. Where's the nearest fast travel? I'm equal distance from all of them. I need to run back home to Montergioni, partially because there's enough money sitting around that I can get better armor upgrades. But more specifically, and more to the point of things, because there's now... Oh wait, a new district opened up. I can just get the best thing, the best armor in the game, and the best weapon in the game. I can just get all the stuff in the game, the best.
Don't forget to send your friends.
And like at this point, why wouldn't I? Although also there is an argument for why would I, because this game isn't I don't exactly need the best of everything. Going off of how everyone else in chat when I started playing this talked about how they played them, from Trespasser Review, I decided, you know what, they're right. I'm not going to use my actual sword. I'm just going to counter with dual blades and see how far that got me. Answer, extremely fucking far. Yes, all the... Okay, it's not like I don't deserve it. It's not like depressive stuff. It's like, do I actually get any benefit from this? Did they mess up balancing the game so much that with a little bit of reactivity? Because the other thing it gets you all the way to the end game. Oh yeah, for sure. Like it is, Armor of Altair is just the best equipment in the game statistically. Satisfaction? But the Rolling Stones cholerically, it says that we can't get no satisfaction, which is a double negative, so that means we can in fact get satisfaction. So I see your point, we're getting it. Yeah, it's like Armor of Altair is both best in the game, and like there's an entire category of side quests. Like I know Horizon Zero Dawn has one. Every single Assassin's Creed game has one where you have to find special little keys and special little side diversion areas in order to get special little armor that's statistically better, and in the worst case, uglier. But in this case, it looks good. Remember counter being the only trick you need for so... Oh yeah, like it... In all fairness to Ubisoft, I can't believe I am defending Ubisoft, but here we are in the year of your Lord 2026. Defending them.
For this great gift.
They didn't know. They did not know Souls games and Soul Chuds would be such a thing. Hey, 2025. They had no ability to figure out. Also, I have to re-dye this. It does not look great in the green. And is this the... So that's the regular scimitar. I thought I got the Sword of Altair. Dagger, empty knife, metal cestus. Sultan's knife. Huh? I am highly confused. Maybe it's somewhere else. Or actually, wait. We have the power. I can just look this up. AC2. Altair. You have to buy it. I hope the villain has enough money in there because it's 40k. 23,000. Okay. Wait. Is it 40k before the discounts? In which case, it might be affordable. Might be affordable in my poor Italian budget of being a wealthy landowner. Oh, War Simulator for 40k. Yeah, they really missed the opportunity to name the franchise War Sword of Altair 40k. Weapons. 40 42,500. And it's just... How does that even work? Hang on, there's a proper name. Is this an actual sword? Tchiavana. Okay, so it is a sword. The grip does not look near that stupid. It's just a basket hilt, and the actual place you put your hand is on the other side.
Come again, should you change your mind.
Hang on, the background music. The Montergioni music. I need to add this to my playlist. It's just I know part of it is a nostalgia. It's like whenever I play Super Mario Galaxy, I got that one Christmas when it was really cold. So I remember it extremely well. So whenever the Mario Galaxy music hits, it's like, oh, this feels exactly like this one point in 20 whenever it released. And there's this weird transitive property where, for whatever reason, Sonic Frontiers hits the exact same mental niche. Like, I think it's the UI design, or simply being a Sonic game that's like looks kind of sort of next gen-y. So that enters in my brain like, oh, this is what a Sonic game should have felt. Like, graphically speaking, this is what a Sonic game that released around the time of Super Mario Galaxy should have been lodged in my memory as, if they weren't so busy shooting themselves in the foot that they didn't actually release a Sonic game around that time. Although I think the Sonic game that released around the time of Galaxy was Sonic and the Secret Rings, or some other game that like did not age well in multiple levels. But I don't know. There's certain things that's just hardwired in my brain for like nostalgia and like, hey, relax a bit. Point is, just the foot. Actually, yeah, no, they shot themselves in so many places other than the foot. I swear, the shortest explanation I have for it is that Sega lived and died by their slogan of, "We do what Nintendo don't." And then Nintendo became a wildly praised and well-reviewed, successful company with many amazing games that pushed the envelope of what could be done on the hardware. And Sega was just like, shit, we gotta. Foot, ass, hand, balls, head, all the places. They basically put themselves in front of a firing squad armed with miniguns and said, open fire and don't stop until we tell you to. Not forgetting the obvious issue with that. Because it's almost sad. I mean, on one hand, they were also being absolutely the cockiest bastards known to man. And I've also heard, like, fans and friends of mine say is, like, they took it a little bit too far, that Sega's purpose was, we have to do, like, Nintendo has a good footprint. Like, in many ways, from what I've heard, Sega was actually kind of winning the console wars for a bit. And then, yeah, shit happened. Or at least they were getting, like, higher revenue, higher press, higher ratings. Yeah, it's so frustrating. And then they did stuff like micromanage. Yeah, and then they didn't. And then they did stuff like, oh, like a lot of their impetus for the change was like, hey, we need someone to, or like Nintendo has a mascot. We need a mascot. So get a mascot immediately and make Sonic. And like, okay, this is the face of our brand. We have to be so careful with this. Everything has to go through 10 layers of executive review. Everything has to be perfectly made and absolutely mathematically precise with appealing to people, which is why Sonic has like the best way I've heard described, the personality that 90s corporate executives thought kids thought was cool, which just isn't actually cool and kind of just annoying. And then you have Shadow the Hedgehog, which came around entirely because they were like, all right, so we know fans have been growing up and we want the series to grow up with the fans. So what type of games have you been playing? And they all answered Grand Theft Auto. And instead of actually making a meaningfully mature, I'm probably not going to be able to do this because I completely fucked up the approach. Aha! Like, instead of making a meaningfully mature game, they made Shadow the Hedgehog. Which the biggest issue is that it's trying to be mature. It's trying to have a mature story when most of the cast are anthropomorphic cartoon animals. Which doesn't really work. It's such tonal dissonance. And meanwhile, one of the series that is actually okay, I see what it is. That mission was supposed to be accepted at a completely different contract location that was like unlocked the moment you got into Venice, that I did not accept it at because these are kind of a whole thing. So it respawned me much closer. Only thing mature about that game is on Rule 34. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's true for aside from when they shoot Maria, which they're allowed to do every now and then as a little bit of a treat. As a little bit of an easy thing. That's about true for most of it. It's absolutely fantastic and should be studied. The things that series did to the minds of people. Like, not even in a bad way. It's just like a case study should be designed on multiple levels. Because, like, the people I know who are fans of it are almost always neurodivergent. Like, that is a series that your brain enters into having a hyperfixation on. Sure, there's already several. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I've never been interested in doing reading psychological case studies and like actual notation before. But I am so tempted to look for like credible, academically reviewed sources on that. Because it has to be fascinating. Wait, I have to do this without being detected? The fuck? Because it's like one half, these people, it's like they're on their... These are people who have their hyperfixation as this, and they are God's strongest soldiers. They are the most ride and die, will be immortal type of fans. Like, honestly, if they weren't like that, I probably would have never played the series. Because I was the annoying type of Nintendo fan that cheered for Sega's downfall, because, like, yeah, that's what you get for competing with an actually good company. In all fairness, they kind of deserved it. I will admit, I was the worst type of fan who's just like, I have so many opinions on this, but I'm biting my lip because I know my friends like it. Like, alright, there's no way they put themselves through this much pain without a reason, so I'm going to try it. And I also want to... Which reminds me, I do have to... Sonic Riders, I think, is the next one. I also do have Sonic and the Secret Rings, but I need to continue the worst first series playthrough and get back to that, because it's like... needs to be a little bit more played on that. Which is why, hopefully, we're going to be punching the Pope pretty soon. Get one of these games off the schedule and get that onto there. Because I have been requested to play Sonic Riders. Play many Sega games. Yeah, me neither. That's because, like, my absolute earliest memory period was playing Super Mario Bros. Well, watching someone play Super Mario Bros. 3 on the original NES. And at that point, I had the NES, the 64, the GameCube, which, I'm gonna be honest, unless I was hooked on the series earlier, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are, I've seen people play through them. They are good games. They are fun. Compared to what out there, I have serious difficulty saying that they're better than what Nintendo was releasing at the time. And, like, I was one of the people who was, like, annoyed at how difficult Sunshine was. Like, I bounced off of that on and off several times before I finally figured it out, and did get pretty frustrated with it. The problem is, Mama didn't raise no quitter, she raised a fucking idiot. So I never gave up on on Sunshine entirely. I just kept on throwing myself at it over and over again. Yeah, I wish I didn't sell my NES. Although it was a group decision, and me and my brother agreed to sell the NES and the GameCube in order to buy a Wii. And I still have the Wii. Terrible all the Mario games. Oh, that's the thing with old Mario games. I always thought they were kind of easy. They're, like, simple. Then I watched somebody who never played them before try them out, and I felt so bad. Because, like, I recently did a playthrough when I watched them, and my playthrough was about a little over 3 hours, not quite 100%, but did beat Bowser. Their playthrough was going over 7 hours. They were dying constantly, and, like, I never got a game over. Like, the game ended with the 3 lives I started with in the final game. The only thing that's ever made me game over on that game is every single trespasser in chat trying their hardest in order to make it impossible for me on a crowd control version to make it to World 2 Castle. It took Operation Castle Halt in order for me to not or to ever game over in that. And then I realized, like, oh wait, that's because I literally have been playing these games from the first moment I remember. Like, the moment my brain said, hey idiot, start recording, this is important, this is going to be on the final test, I don't care what religion we end up with, this is going to, when we die and come face to face with judgment, we are info dumping to God about this. And it was right. Basically, thanks for checking in. Good luck. Mario Kart. Oh, Mario Kart's fantastic. That has been another great zone out. I am having a panic attack. I need to ground myself game. Ezio's your goat? I thought he was Italian, but also, hell yeah. Hi, Sickly. I hope you're doing well. Don't know what is doing so bad and then stress you out. Yeah, I think that's like part of it is once you get stressed out, that's you're going to get sunk. Just any game, the more frustration, from Mario to Kirby to Dark Souls, if you get frustrated at it, it's better to give up and try something you find fun in the moment.
Is it true? They say you killed the Doge.
I was trying to save him, Leonardo.
We also just did the flying machine mission and killed the guy who killed the Doge.
And now I'm the most wanted man in Venezia.
Well, perhaps you are in luck. It's Carnevale in Venezia. This is the time when
yeah,
everybody goes.
Zai skyrockets and steals you to hell.
Do you have a mask I can wear?
Yeah, you kind of.
Of course. Somewhere in here.
You kind of have to. You have to learn around that, right?
Amico mio.
You have to take it slow.
Oh. More of the codex.
And go do what you can with it.
This one's quite complex.
Like, I'm gonna be honest,
it's a new
Mario Bros. 3.
A mechanism for your wrist, but not a blade.
In
fact, it seems to be
the hidden gun.
Arma da fuoco.
I wonder how many teenagers at this point like fell for the whole guns were only really like the first gun was of course the flintlock in the golden age of piracy. There were no gun before that in history, and at this point they're like, wait, there were guns in the Renaissance? You look it up a bit more, like, wait, there was guns all the way in like the 1200s earlier.
So hungry.
I shouldn't do this, but I can't cancel out. Okay, I can cancel out. Like, I never use this much. I want to use it. I'm going to try to use it more. But yeah, like, I absolutely hate this about the world of where it is, that it's at the point where I can't really go much into these rabbit holes without ending up on some sort of like conspiracy theorist thing. But I am so fascinated by the history of firearms because it's like it's so much earlier than you'd think. Like any D&D campaign where you can seriously have plate armor readily available and made, you should be able to have some sort of firearm. Yeah, they never looked past that past 100 years. Grew up around guns, so I didn't know that, but that's different. Yeah, there's definitely a subset of people who are like didn't really think about it beyond what they were exposed to in the media. So like, of course they're not going to think too much about it. Like in this, the thing about the hidden gun specifically is it's not novel in this era for being a firearm. It's novel for being so small and accurate.
You done me good,
people
brother.
Especially in people in the U.S. I think partially the U.S. doesn't have 100 years of history as a country. True. The thing is, for a lot of like U.S. schools, the earliest they go back is the Revolutionary War. Like, obviously, you're going to get in whatever high school or whatever early education you get, like elementary school, high school, even, etc., etc.
Grazie, Leonardo. Now,
is you're going to get the local stuff first, the stuff for your country, which for the U.S. is like 1600s on. Oh, and we also just don't have notoriety gain because it's Carnival and we have the sweet mask. So, like, most people, I feel, didn't know who Hans Jisko was until Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 made him a absolutely massive and in-your-face character as the... Because it's incredible. If you play that game and just heard the voices and picked out, like, hey, which one of these guys from voice alone do you think is a historical domain character? It'd be like, oh, the guy who sounds like he's acting in a fucking Shakespeare play. The booming voice and the delivery and massive delivery. Yeah, the clothes are great. I'm on two minds because the green on Altair's armor causes it to be mostly black, but like specifically, I kind of like the black and gold. You can't go wrong with black and gold. It matches the mask so well and the red highlights. Oh, it also reset my cape, which is a huge improvement over the Medici cape that doesn't do anything here. I kept on forgetting to change. But like, I'm pretty sure everyone in Poland, or in that area, knew who Han Zizka was because he's the fucking national hero of Poland. It's the equivalent of like, oh yeah, nobody in the Balkan states or in Eastern Europe knew who George Washington was until Assassin's Creed 3, but everyone in the US obviously did because national hero. And it's just like, you're not in history, the main, like early education of history, the main goal is to inform the students about the immediate history of the country they're in. Like, it's just how it goes. So you're not going to get like a lot of things, and like history of firearms is a niche thing that I stumbled into. So especially with fantasy having like fantasy gun control tropes in effect, because they don't actually know how to go around all that. But I honestly think if Tolkien wasn't A, absolutely traumatized by World War I, and B, less interested in linguistics and more in general world building, or like going for a stronger thematic approach instead of kind of, because from what I know, actually no, there was gunpowder in like the archetypical fantasy. I forgot about that for a moment, but I'm pretty sure there is a canon maybe not in the movies, but in the books. And even in the movies, or maybe it was... No, I remember the scene because it was Saruman working on a black powder bomb. An orc goes to like, look closer at what his master's looking on with a torch, and Saruman very hastily and panically, like almost out of characters, in an out of character moment, grabs the orc's wrist and yanks the torch away like, dude, you could have killed us. Yeah, cannons are cannons. Cannons were actually figured out first. Like, specifically what they did is, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure the history behind it is European traders and alchemists, or proto-chemists, whatever you want to call, got gunpowder from China because that's where it originated. They've been using it for fireworks, firearms, whatever, like all the uses we use for it today, hundreds of years before the Europeans. They got a bell maker to cast a bronze cannon filled... they might have just full up used a bell to see what would happen. Filled one end with gunpowder, packed a bunch of shrapnel on top, and lit it off to see what happened, and boom. That's pretty much it. Anyway. We'll do the Reen one. Anyway, I'm going to be ending up stream for now. It's been about 3 hours, and I am not looking forward to the weather, so I'm going to end before a tree explodes. That is actually something I think is going to happen today. And thank you all for coming by. Thanks for talking. Thanks for standing by when we when we were talking about, or trying to get the squid going. Oh. What? Who can we raid? Because oh, perfect. So I will do one of those two things. No guaranteed on both. It's been so long since I've raided Undyne, but speaking of Well, I suppose it's also a burp since we got raided by a siren, so we're raiding to another siren. But speaking of underwater leviathans in strange places, we're gonna be raiding Undyne. She's a siren. She's doing some streaming with people doing some like craft stuff. She's relaxing. She has a couple songs. She sings. She's great. She also has a cat that you will hear a lot about because honestly, her cat Dr. Biscuits is worth the attention. Anyway, good luck.